Hi, TikTok. Did you do it so that they can leave comments?
Yeah. It was only like that because I had it set with anybody can watch it. If you put down like kids can watch it, then they can't leave comments. I don't fucking understand that shit. Let's see what's going on, bro? How you doing? I need to set that shit a little bit different.
I know. So we did a video earlier today, which will get posted on later. It was a pretty interesting topic. Do you want to see what the topic was?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the topic was, there was several different, I had read an article and I thought the topic was good to bring onto this platform. The topic was, can you be friends with someone of the opposite sex? Do you consider it cheating if you're conversating with someone of the opposite sex through social media, but you've never met each other in person? And what else? I felt like there was 3 different ones.
Liking people's
pictures. What do you feel about your significant other liking the opposite sex post? That was today's topic. So at some point it's going to get put on YouTube. So subscribe, share, and like, and let us know what you guys think about that topic. If you have any,
questions or
comments about that topic, let us know. What do you guys think? Can you be friends with someone of the opposite sex? And strictly friendship. No crushes, no wanting to take that man or that female. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking?
Like for everybody that's like, because I got my Instagram running live because I got like, I don't know, 29,000 followers on there. And then she on her phone got the TikTok going because there's like, I don't know how many people.
Like just over 7,000.
Okay, like 7,000 on there. And then, but we were going live on the YouTube. So if you're on Instagram or TikTok, if you can, go to the YouTube and just go to the live feed on YouTube to watch the live on there instead of doing it through the Instagram or the TikTok.
So we have a couple people saying no. Raiderette says no, and Rocky Deluxe says claro que sí.
And then Angel, you commented earlier, so on TikTok, but oh yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right now. I'm back to work, so thanks for asking.
So I'm curious to say here, I'm with you, Raiderette. It just depends on the situation. If you guys have been friends prior, does your wife or spouse know that other person? I think there would be different factors that would make that type of a decision or choice as to saying yes or no. I'm curious to hear your guys' comments. Raiderette, why would you think that the answer would be no? I think I gave my opinion on the YouTube channel.
Can you scroll up on that? I think there's more comments of
it. No. Okay. It's just letting you know when people enjoy.
I guarantee you that most of them are going to say, females are going to say no.
So he says that most females will.
If cheating mind, then obviously they got some stuff to work on because I can speak for us when I say my wife knows I wouldn't do nothing silly. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. You know what I mean? I mean, I have no desire to do all that bullshit. Not anymore. I mean, back in the day, yeah, but I'm gonna be 50 years old this year. I ain't got time to be doing all that dumb shit. You know what I mean? And like I said in other videos before, all that, if you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship and you live with somebody, all you're doing is going to start all over again when you get caught. As a man, that's the way I see it. You're going to lose everything. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay alimony, you pay child support, um, sell the house, whatever. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose. As a man, you're gonna lose. The laws are not made for you. They're made for women and kids. So you're gonna lose. So I've done it so many times before, had to start all over again. I ain't trying to do that shit no more. You know, I ain't trying to lose all my shit just to get a piece of ass. You know, well, I got a piece of ass at home. So uh, that's a young man's game, but it's also stupidity.
I've seen older guys do that shit too. So it's not just about a young guy's game. We're getting some answers on TikTok, and Raiderette actually said something right now saying if if they got into an argument, then that person's going to that other person's arms.
That's not always true.
But yeah, I kind of agree a little bit. I'm with you on that. I get where you're coming from, because the thing is that people are always looking for a fucking weak point in a relationship. I really feel that. Someone is looking for a weak point in our relationship. So I know where they're coming from. So they're saying that that other person could possibly be looking for a weak point. So the minute you get into an argument, either you or I'm not saying us, but I'm just using us as an example, is going to be going to that person for, guess what should I do type of shit, right? I think that's what they're saying.
I think it's an individual person. You know what I mean? Because like me, if some woman comes crying to me and shit, it's like I don't want to hear all that shit. I don't want to hear everything that's going on. I don't care. You know what I mean? I only want one thing from me. That's it. I don't need you crying about this, and that about your husband. I don't need to hear your boyfriend. I don't want to hear all that shit. You know. So it's a individual thing, I guess. You know.
So Rudy says the answer is no because the wife already told him no.
What?
Rudy. And then Peaches says, I say no girl could be friends with the dude and no dude with the girl. There's no point in even putting yourself in that situation if you're married. I totally agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm too old for that shit. Yes, Angel, I totally get it. But here's the thing. I've seen some okay, I'm 50, he's 49. I've seen some people my age putting themselves in those situations. I don't even think it's a factor of age. I think it's a factor of what the fuck is going on at home. That's what I think. Do you not agree?
First of all, you shouldn't be crying to another person.
You shouldn't. You should not be talking about your relationship. You should not be talking about what is going on behind your four walls with another human being. And I even say that with your family, with your parents, with your best friend, because if you ain't planning on leaving your man or you're not planning on leaving your wife, then all you're doing is complaining and they're going to end up hating that person, right?
That's all you do when you complain to other people. All you do is get other people to hate that person, knowing that you're going to go back with them. So now you're just causing the problem because nobody wants that person around. Your family don't want that person around because they think that that person's a jackass. And it's only because you're mad at the moment and you go back and tell them bad shit about that person. So I don't discuss my relationship with my family, my nobody. My friends don't know nothing about relationship. I don't discuss nothing with them. So you shouldn't be discussing your relationship with another woman, another man, family members, no one. Keep that shit to yourself. If you want to discuss something with somebody about your relationship, discuss it with the motherfucker you're in a relationship with.
His mama's. Okay, so that's a good point because I have a 29-year-old son. And it says here his mama's.
That's dipshit.
Yeah, that's fine. So I've told my son, do not tell me anything because I'm always going to side with you because you are my child and I want what is best for you. What's going to eventually happen if you start sharing those things, what's going to happen is I'm going to dislike the person and I'm not giving them a fair chance. Those are things that you got to figure out with yourself. If you're talking to another person outside of your relationship, you should be having those conversations, just like he said, with your spouse, with your significant other. Those conversations need to be had between you and your partner. I totally agree. By opening up that conversation to outside of your relationship, you are bringing in other things that could potentially destroy the relationship. What does right here say?
Nothing, still fucking bald. The shit ain't growing in. I've been trying to let it grow, and the shit looks like fucking. I don't know. Even my little mustache. I've been growing it for like 3 weeks now. It's like a little Velcro mustache. It looks like shit, but I'm still trying to grow that shit in, man. But my hair's it's not growing. My hair's not growing at all. I bury very little.
So awesome. You said something. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I said no tóxicas en todo el problema. I was in that situation you guys are talking about. Found out she did what she did to me with others. So if you guys haven't followed us on social media yet, when it comes on YouTube, today's topic on YouTube is exactly this. I had read an article about these different scenarios and different situations, so we gave our opinions. So I feel like it's very it's a muddy.
I'll get it to you right now, Aslan. I'll get it to you right now.
It's kind of like a muddy, different. I don't even know how to say it. So you have female friends that you've been friends with for a while, but he doesn't go out with them. He will invite them here. I have childhood male friends that I keep in contact with, but I've never met them outside my home. And I don't have inappropriate conversations with them either. A topic that came up in our
I've been there before too, Mario. I feel you, bro.
And a topic that kind of came up in our conversation today on YouTube was that the world that we live in is our phones, right? And unfortunately, messages can get screenshotted and then sent to your significant other when things go sideways. So I really feel like you really got to, if you're talking to somebody else about your marriage or about your relationship, you have to be ready for that shit coming back to haunt you at some point or another. We did talk about that.
My thing is, if you're gonna fuck around,
be ready.
Not just that. If you're gonna fuck around, make sure you tell that man, that woman, that I'm not here for all that bullshit. I'm here to fuck with you, and that's it. Don't ever think that I'm gonna be here to be in a relationship, leave my wife, if you're gonna do all that shit, you make sure you let them know from the very beginning that I'm not with all that shit. You know what I mean? Because if not, you're gonna cause yourself a problem. That's if you're gonna fuck around. You know what I mean? I'm not.
But if you're gonna fuck around, then why even be in that relationship? Hey, am I not right? Hey, why?
You're talking like you're black.
Why? Shut up. But why even be in that relationship?
I'm just saying. I fucked around for years, so I'm just saying, if you're gonna fuck around, let the motherfucker know that you're just there to fuck around. I'm not trying to be your man. I'm trying to do all that shit with you. I'm not trying to give you money. I'm not trying to hang with you and your kids. I'm just here fucking around, and that's all there is to it. Don't go in there and just try to, if you're over there trying to be a fucking Romeo, well, she's gonna fuck your whole shit up. That's it. You know what I mean? If that's what you're gonna do, then it is leaving. Aslan on Instagram. I say, if you see how to get into it, just get into it, man. Go buy a bike and start riding it. Fuck magazines, the internet, all that stuff like that. Just go get a bike and just start riding it, and you'll believe me, within a month you'll meet all kinds of people that ride and you'll have a good time. If you can hear something going on right now with my neighbor, the one that I keep telling everybody has Down syndrome, and he rides a motorcycle. No, you can say Down syndrome. That's not a bad word.
But last time you said that happened, I got.
No, I called him the R word. You can say Down syndrome. That's not a bad word.
But yeah, I agree. Someone just commented right now. But if you're gonna be messing around, then why even be in a relationship? That's true. At this point, what's the point of doing that?
That's the other person. The other person needs to think about that too. If your man's fucking around on you, what are you doing that he ain't happy with you? Or the other thing, if your woman's fucking around, what are you doing that's not satisfying that person?
Okay, do you know? Okay, we had this conversation.
Sometimes you gotta look at yourself. So see, the whole thing is you want to look at somebody else, But sometimes you gotta look at yourself. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I'm fucking up." That's why I'm a bitch. I don't cook. I'm nagging all the time. I'm always with my family and I'm with him. There's reasons why people.
But I think people, when they're going through a breakup or whatever, okay, let's just say you're going through a messy breakup. I think people do self-reflect. I think females, as much as males, kind of be like, I could have done this differently. You even self-reflected all these years later of the shit that you did that you knew you were the problem. And I think females kind of do the same thing. Exactly. Okay, so yo pienso que todo el problema es confianza si no confías en tu pareja. El problema eres tú, yo creo. Rocky Deluxe, we kind of agree with that statement. If you don't trust in your partner, then why are you even in that relationship? Basically, at that point, there has to be trust. The foundation of any good relationship is trust. You have to trust them. But you can't be stupid either. I don't condone putting hands on people either. I want to say you don't either. You've never done that.
Wow.
You did.
I didn't. No, I have not like. Yeah, one time slapped the shit out of somebody. That's. I think that she deserved that shit. But yeah, that was years ago. I was like 18 years old or some bullshit. But she did some foul ass shit. But other than that, no. I mean, I pushed somebody before for getting in my fucking face and shit. But as far as beating somebody up and hitting somebody, no, I don't do that shit. I never do all that dumb shit. I don't. That's one thing I don't understand is like for a man to beat on a woman knowing that you can beat the shit out of her. She can't beat you up. You know what I mean? So why would you even do it? You know. But then again, I'm the kind of motherfucker that's if I can beat up a dude, I don't want to beat him up. It's like, why? What's the point? You know what I mean? I can beat you up. You know, it's like if you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. I'm not gonna fight you.
He said she. No excuses for cheating, just leave.
There's always a reason.
Let me see. What do you mean, Niners fan? He said she? What did that mean? What did you mean by that?
What's up, Top Rocker? Yeah, I'm doing okay, man. I'm back at work, so I'm doing all right, man. Still fighting, but I'm doing all right.
Tennessee.
What's going on over there,
Tennessee's in the house.
Yeah, I want to go to Tennessee.
I know.
Send me a ticket over there. I'll go over there and hang out with you.
I feel like there would be more, but I don't know what's going on.
I can see how many are on there.
Yeah.
But it's just because they're here or there.
Okay.
So
I agree. If you're gonna be cheating in a relationship, then there's no need in being in the relationship at that point. You're obviously, if you can't have those uncomfortable conversations with your spouse and you guys are sitting at the table and you can't be honest and real, then you need to move on. Definitely 100% agree with that statement.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Oh shit, that's my fucking my boy Lizard came through. What up, Lizard?
Hey, Lizard.
Top Rocker, yeah, man. I do it. I'm doing what I gotta do. You know, I'm not worried about it.
Someone asked right now, who did the most cheating here?
Who, where?
Somebody asked. That would be you.
Well, the thing is, she's not gonna tell me that she was cheating on her other relationships, and I don't want to know. But I'm pretty sure that it's probably me because Well, yeah, because I've said I've done videos on it, and this is the only relationship that I've ever been in that I wasn't fucking around from the time I was younger. I know there was one other one, but I was only with her for like a year, so I didn't get no time to do it. Um, but I mean, I was doing it constantly for. We've been together since 2000. I'll just say every relationship. That's all I can say. Everyone except one when I was like 19 years old, and this one. And like I said, that one because I was only like with her for like a year. We had a kid together, and so I didn't have the time to do it. I was too busy dealing with all that shit. But I've been married 3 times. This is my third marriage. Every relationship I've had long-term relationships. That were 5 years each and shit like that. But there wasn't a relationship that I wasn't in that I wasn't fucking around. But the thing is, and I've explained this before, um, men are different than women. You know what I mean? Men don't look at that shit as I don't love that person. You know what I mean? Women are different. They look at they have feelings toward other people and shit like that. And a man just to be honest with you, if you're being with another man and you're in a relationship and you're married, just know that, and it's to be fucking blunt and honest, you're just a fucking wet hole. That's all you are. You know what I mean? That's all you are. That's the way I always looked at it.
I think, and some females may disagree with me, but I feel we've had these topics of conversation on our YouTube channel. I feel like women will start cheating once they start feeling alone in their relationship. They are alone, they're not feeling loved, they're not feeling taken care of. That's when I feel they'll start looking, and then they'll look to the first person that gives them attention, and then they think that's love. We had this conversation before on YouTube. And you'll meet or run into men like him who used to look for married females, and
Dodger kid.
They'll just
it's a filter. Those are filters, bro.
What?
Dodger kid. Those are filters, man. Don't fucking fall for internet stuff, man. Don't fall for that. it's a fucking that's AI right there. We just have the screen split. I'm me. That's AI. Don't believe that shit. She don't look like that, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Actually, if she smiles, she's missing a tooth, but it's AI. She's missing her fucking front tooth.
So yeah, I totally think that men will cheat because they can, because they want to, but females will cheat for a totally different reason. They're lonely. They don't feel like they're seen. Men, I feel, will cheat because they can, or because they're not feeling appreciated at home.
But the thing is, like, what I look at right now is like, I wish this whole shit was around 7-8 years ago. I wish this whole internet shit was the way it is right now. I wish it was like that 7-8 years ago when I was fucking around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so easy right now. Right now it's so.
What do you mean?
The women are so loose right now. Women don't give a fuck. Most women don't give a lot of these young girls don't give a fuck. They even have their little videos and shit on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram where they don't give a fuck. Like they don't give a shit that a guy's married, he's got a girlfriend. They don't care nothing about that. They are like dudes now where it's like they just want to fuck around. You know what I mean? It's so much easier now. Back then, before all this shit, you had to have some kind of game. You had to have some kind of you had to be able to talk to these women and you had to be able to try to get a woman to get away from her man for a couple hours, for an hour, half hour. You had to do all. You had to have a mouthpiece on you. Nowadays, you don't. You can flash some of these fucking. You can go on. Just say Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy them wads of fake ass money. It looks fake, and sit there and just make videos and make it look like you got all this money. And these fucking women are gonna throw their assets. You think you got money, but it's all fake money. Some guys do that shit. It's all fake money. But it's easy because if you show them what you got, that's what they want.
I feel like social media now it's a lot of smoke screens. It really
That's what I'm
is.
saying. You get that fake money and shit like that.
But
Remember the
even-
ones that have the fake
Yeah.
the watch? Yeah. You show
Yeah.
that shit. Like you're seeing them, I have these fake wants of money in my hand. They think I got all kinds of money. But I don't. I have fake money. It looks like real, but you get it on Amazon. And so you see all this fake shit, but they don't know that. And now it's all about what you got. Instead of having the mouthpiece for a man, it's what you got. They don't give a fuck about how you talk and how you spit game. That doesn't matter. It's what you got that attracts these girls nowadays. These young girls are in it for the money, what they can get out of you. You see what I mean? They ain't getting shit. It's all fake money or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel too, and you guys, we're here for you guys to chime in and give your opinions and all that. It's an open table conversation. I feel now that it's really hard to date nowadays because as a man,
That's right, lizard.
what? I feel now
Hey, what's up, Brenda Love? How you doing?
men have to compete with all the likes and the comments on social media, and females also have to compete with that if you're trying to date someone who's strictly on social media. Their validation is social media, and I think that's very dangerous to get sucked into as a human being. As a female, you don't want to get sucked and find your validation on social media.
But the thing is, that shit that you're talking about is what they're growing up on, so they don't know anything other than that. And I've talked to you about that shit before, and I said these girls nowadays, the younger girls, okay. So we're talking about the younger girls, okay. So what they're out there showing their ass, titties, they're doing all this stuff on Instagram and all the things they do, okay. And they post a picture, and then they'll get 10,000 likes, 15,000 likes, right? Then they get into a relationship with a dude, and they ain't getting all them likes no more because they're posting pictures of her and him together. Now their likes went down from 10,000 views. She's no longer putting ass and titties out there, so she's just putting pictures of her and him. It goes down to like a couple hundred views. She's not used to that shit no more. That guy, he cannot compete with the 10,000, 15,000 fucking likes. He ain't compete with that shit. So what happens is she goes back to that. She wants that. She needs that fucking attention.
She wants both.
But she can't have both. But she
wants both.
It doesn't matter.
And then ends up being alone.
Yes, of course. So she goes back to that. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You as a man are not gonna. You can be with her for like a year. That's why you notice that a lot of these girls on Instagram and all that bullshit, they'll get in a relationship with a dude, and then 6 months later they're out of it. Because they're not getting the attention that they were getting before, and they're not posting the same kind of pictures they were posting before. They want that attention. But that's just fake attention. Nobody wants to really be with you. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be with those girls. You see, we were talking about it earlier in the video. I look at those fucking pictures. I look at them pages. I look at them girls. If I was single, I wouldn't want to be with that girl. I would do all I can to fuck her. You know what I mean? I would lie to her and tell her all this stuff. I would even get into a relationship with her. You know what I mean? Maybe for a couple months, just so I can get her. Because a guy's thing is, a guy does not want to compete with another guy. So a guy is going to do what he got to do to keep that woman by his side for a little while. But his intentions was only to have sex with her. Once he has sex with her a few times, he's with her a few months, starts realizing that she really ain't worth shit. Then he gets rid of her, and they start having problems. She goes back to doing what she's doing. She's back on Instagram, TikTok, doing her bullshit.
Well, yeah, you see it all the time. You do see it all the time. So that is where it's sad nowadays that social media has completely almost. Okay, have you guys ever watched this? It's this show called Black Mirror. And there's an episode on Black Mirror that talks about the phone and how we're all addicted to the phone. And your social class, instead of money telling us where we're at in a social class, the many followers and likes that you get put you in a social class. And unfortunately, that is the world that we live in now. I see females that are not in any relationships, and they're constantly on social media, constantly on social media, and they're beautiful girls, beautiful, beautiful females.
Hold on.
And they're looking for love because they're putting it out there, so you're seeing it.
No.
And you think that's fake?
No. These girls, okay, if girls use makeup and they use filters to make themselves look better than what they are, and you know it. We know some of these people that don't look nothing like their shit, and they got all these fucking likes, all these dudes, and I see it, and I'm like, dude, if you only knew what she really looked like, she does not look like that. You know, but it's all false. Most of the time, it's fucking false. All them influencer chicks is false. I know. Okay, there's one. I won't mention her name. Okay, I will not mention her name. She's lives in San Gabriel Valley. She's a big time influencer. Has a lot of fucking fans. She does not look like that. I know who she is. She does not look like that. But it's a false thing. Guys don't do that. Guys are not doing that shit. Guys don't need to use filters and shit and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, you're wrong in that. They're not beautiful. They just make themselves look that way with these fucking filters and all that bullshit. That's a lot of shit on fucking TikTok. It's crazy.
Hey,
I'm getting a lot of shit on fucking TikTok.
Hey, Wada, we'd love to meet you one day too. I don't know. These are the types of conversations my husband and I have all the time. So we just thought we'd share it with you guys. And we had this conversation. Well, we had this video that we did tonight on this topic, and it was kind of like, I feel like it's a good topic to keep it going and see what you guys think. I don't really hear other people talking about it. I do every now and then, but I don't know. I feel like in our world, the Chicano world, in this world that we live in, and the community that we're in, you don't really hear it.
Well,
These types of conversations.
oh no.
You don't.
I just say if you're on social media and your wife's on social media or your girlfriend's on social media, look what she's doing, look what he's doing. You'll see. The fucking signs are there. The signs are right there in front of you. You know what I mean? You're just turning a blind eye to it. You know what I mean? You're just believing whatever the other person's telling you. You know what I mean? But you can go on my Instagram, which is people at Instagram, TikTok. You guys know what my Instagram is. You can go on there. Do you see me posting selfies of myself all the time? No. Do you see her posting selfies of herself all the time? No. Now, if you're married and your wife's on there day to day putting selfies, unless she's making money off it somehow, if she's just a normal housewife and shit, and your wife is on there constantly every single day posting selfies of herself, and also doing whatever she can to make herself look better than what she really looks because you see her every fucking day, you may not want to believe it, but your wife's looking for dick. She's looking for somebody else. It's very easy to see. And the same thing with dudes. Dudes that put selfies out there every day, to me, it's like, man, either you're looking for another woman or you're homosexual. That's the way I see it. Like, you're taking pictures of yourself every day. You're in a mirror in a public bathroom as a dude taking pictures of yourself. There's something wrong with you. You're looking for attention, or you're looking for a dude. That's the way I see it. I can't see a dude taking pictures, selfies of himself constantly. I just can't see it. To me, it's like, that's homosexual shit. That's what I feel.
Or a man with low self-esteem. It goes both ways. If a woman has low self-esteem, then I'm going to see a man who constantly.
And if you're a man with low self-esteem, then you're homosexual. That's it. You shouldn't have low self-esteem. I don't have low self-esteem. I don't give a fuck. When I was fat. I was almost 400 pounds, and I still had high self-esteem. I still thought I was the shit. That's right. Selfies say you need validation, but it's a woman thing, man.
I'll post a selfie every
But I'm saying, if you're doing this shit, if you're doing it every day, you should be in your car and you be out of here. That's it. If you were doing this shit every day, or you were in this house taking pictures of yourself, your cleavage showing and shit like that, or you're taking pictures of yourself in your underwear, you do it once, your shit will be in your car, and you'll be out the door. That's it. That's just not happening here. That's another thing with men, though. These men don't know how to be men. A woman wants to be with a man. She don't want to be with some punk ass dude. You know what I mean? So a dude that's allowing his woman to do that kind of stuff, well, that says a lot about that guy, and that says a lot about her. She runs that relationship.
I think we have allowed social media to infiltrate our lives so much that we have, as far as an individual, we've allowed social media to infiltrate, and we feel like that is our identity almost. Like what we portray is our identity. That's what I think has happened.
Do I think it's an addictive? Yeah, it's addictive, man.
It is.
And I'm gonna speak from, like I said, I think that it's addictive to women. Listen, and I'll tell you straight out, she knows. We talked about this in our video. The other day I was looking through my Instagram, and she's like, "Damn, who the fuck is that chick?" Because this chick was in her underwear and a thong, and you know what I mean. Like, I look at it, I like it. I like looking at it. Shit, the fuck,
like
man.
looking
I'm
at
not
it.
fucking blind. I look at these chicks on Instagram. It doesn't mean I can't fuck
And
with
I
them.
do too. I like looking
Yeah,
at them
hold on.
too.
But the thing is that um I think that this shit now for women, not for men, it's a fucking mental issue. It's a mental issue, man, because you got. I was telling her there was a fucking chick. She's on my Instagram. She's walking through the fucking market in a one piece spandex outfit on. Okay, super fucking tight. She's not filming herself. She has somebody with her, and she's telling them to film her. And she's walking through the market behind her. Her leggings are all up in her ass crack. And if she turns around, it was all up in the front on purpose. The camel toe.
Camel toe
Okay,
is popular.
so then she goes and she's reaching to the top shelf so her leggings can come even farther up her ass. Okay, so it's cool. I like looking at it. It looked good. It looked nice. But in my mind's telling me this bitch got a mental problem. There's something fucking wrong with her. And as a man, the way that I look at things now, I say, yeah, if I was single, I would try to do everything I can to fuck with her. But that'd be it. I do not want to be in a relationship
I just got banned.
with that person. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with that person. Why? That's what she does. I wouldn't do it. See what it says. Fucking TikTok. You can't say nothing. They blocked me on TikTok again for cussing. You can't do that no more. This is a sensitive world. You can't cuss on TikTok but you can show your butthole on TikTok, but you can't cuss. It's ridiculous. They get upset. Yeah, so I think it's a mental issue for these women because dudes ain't really doing that kind of shit. You don't see dudes out there fucking uh you know doing the shit that women do. You know what I mean? So dudes don't walk to the fucking market or the mall with somebody behind them filming them, looking at their ass and shit like that. They're acting like they're shopping. Dudes don't do that kind of shit. It's these women that are doing it. So you got to look at it. Like I said, I'm older, so I look at it as like, yeah, she's nice to look at. But to me, I also look like she's got a fucking issue with her own mind, and you got to compete with that shit. So why would you want to compete with that? If you want to, then that's it. Do your thing. Do what you got to do. But to be with a woman like that, she's not gonna just give that shit up like that because she's with you now. She's gonna miss that kind of shit that she was doing. She's gonna miss the attention. She's gonna miss all them likes that she was getting, and you can't compete with that. So it's like, why even fuck with her like that and be with her like that? You know what I mean? If you want to hit that shit, then do what you gotta do to do it. But don't be with them. Don't. I would never be with no chick that was like that, ever, never. To fuck with them, one thing, but to be in a relationship, have kids with them, or to bring that kind of woman around my kids or around my family, nah, it ain't happening. Okay. Yeah, so the TikTok, I
So
can't stand that shit, man.
TikTok
Fuck
just
TikTok.
banned again. It
Yeah.
just banned us
We just
again.
got it back, and they banned it again.
Literally,
for
we had
saying,
100 people watching right
for
now.
saying fuck. You can't say it. You know what I mean? TikTok, you know, they got all these weirdos and shit that run TikTok, so fuck TikTok. And I know that on YouTube, I don't know about Facebook. Facebook, I mean not Facebook, Instagram. I have like almost 30,000 followers on Instagram, but on Instagram, they banned me for I don't know how long because they I don't know because shit that I post it hurts people's feelings and they go and they complain. So I get fucking banned from there, and I gotta come on, I got to argue the point with these fuckers, you know. But they banned me this time for a long ass time. So I finally got it back like a couple days ago. YouTube, I know that on YouTube, the YouTube, if you they won't monetize my shit for YouTube for this live. They won't because the cuss words. That's what the world came to. You comes to. You can't say cuss words. You can't. You know what I mean? There's people out there that have feelings now. I guess you know. So you can't say nothing. You know what I mean? But I don't care about the monetization on YouTube. You know, fuck their money. You know what I mean? I got a job.
Okay.
Do we know who that is? The first person?
I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So we have little girls not feeling worthy at 11, 10, 9 years old because they're competing with social media females. It's really sad. You really do have to protect your children from it and exposing them to this because there's little girls who are feeling inadequate. Or if they're even watching their mothers.
No, and that's what I was saying because the other day the same chick that I was telling you, I was walking through the market.
Should I put it on my?
Yeah, the same chick that was walking through the market with her fucking leggings outfit on, she had another video. Okay, in that video, she's in her house, she set up her fucking phone, she's in a different outfit, she's doing the side view shit. Before it was that side view headshot from the shoulders up. That was back like 8 years ago where they're doing the side view shit, you know, especially the fat chicks. They were doing that shit a lot, you know, to make themselves look skinny. Now the thing is, the girls are doing side view pictures with one leg kicked back, one leg kicked forward to make it look like they got giant asses and all that shit like that. And they're doing this shit in the mirrors and stuff so you can see their ass. That's the thing right now, right? But the thing was, this chick was doing the same shit in her video. And if you looked in the mirror, you can see a little girl in the background on her right. And she's just dancing around playing. And the mom is in the mirror doing all this shit. And it's like, man, you don't even give a fuck about what your little daughter's seeing. And then so I was going through her shit. And then there was another video of her doing the same shit, the same pose with her ass now, but she had a little girl next to her doing the same fucking thing. The little girl was probably like 6 years old. And the mother, which is probably about 28, 29 years old with her legging outfit on, got the daughter doing the same shit. And it's like, you know what, man? Me personally, you know, I have I have 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters, man. And you know, I'm a different kind of person, you know what I mean? And back if that was my kid's mother and I seen my kid's mother on the internet with my daughter at 6 years old doing that shit, there'd be a major fucking problem. I ain't tell you what kind of problem there'd be, but there'd be a major fucking problem that you're teaching my daughter, a little 6-year-old girl, how to be a whore. Because that's all you're doing. You know, you shouldn't be teaching a little 6-year-old girl that shit, but she was doing it. She was showing the little girl how to fucking pose in the mirror to show like that she had some kind of ass on her. It's a little kid, but that's social media. Because this bitch over here, that's what she grew up on. She's in her 20s. And so she lives that social media life. So she thinks that's okay for her to teach her kids. To me, if you're teaching a little kid that shit, is the same thing as child molestation. You should not be doing that kind of shit with a little kid, but she was doing it. You know what I mean? So this world's fucked up though. A lot of these girls do that shit, or they'll do it in front of their daughters, and then they do it in front of their sons. So the little boy, that's what he learns. That's what he learns. He looks at what his mother's doing, and that's what he's gonna look for later on in his life. You know what I mean? And it's like, where the fuck is this kid's dad? If I was that kid's dad, that bitch would have major fucking problems. You know, and I ain't talking about court and police and all that bullshit. If you're teaching that shit to my kids, you're gonna have a major fucking problem. I'm glad that my kids are all grown up adults and I ain't got to worry about that shit. You know what I mean? Of my kids' mothers teaching that shit. But you'll see it a lot. You see it a lot on Instagram that these mothers are doing that kind of shit. But you don't see that shit from the fathers. And that's the fucked up part about it. Because if you've seen a father doing that shit with his son or doing his shit in front of his daughter, a little girl, people will be in a fucking outrage. But it's okay for women to do that kind of shit. Nobody says nothing. You can go down their pages. They're not banned. They're not in jail. They're allowed to do that kind of shit. It's because they're women.
Do you know what I think? Picking up on the topic of the video that we recorded earlier, you know what I think too? Men have to be very careful of is, as a man, when you are liking other female posts or posts that is X-rated or R-rated or whatever, and your children are also on social media, and your children have, and your little boys or little girls have access to those types of pages, they're going to see, if they follow mom and dad on social media, they will see that mom and dad also like those pictures. So you have to be very careful as a parent that what you like can also, you think your kids aren't going to see it, but they will see it.
Anything you do on here is
Game.
Forever.
Forever.
And that's the whole reason why I even started the whole YouTube thing. You know what I mean? Because of me having the cancer and all that shit like that. And I explained, I have another video, I haven't put it out there yet, but I gotta go edit it. I'll probably edit it today and throw it out there. But in that video, I'm saying, I have like my grandparents, and I forget what my grandmother's voices sound like. I don't remember what they sound. I remember what they look like, but they died in the early 90s, and I can't remember their voices. I wish that I could remember what they sounded like. Okay, so that's the reason why I started this shit. You know what I mean? So if anything happens, if I'm to pass away from the cancer and all that shit, my wife, my kids, my family, they can always go back. This shit's gonna be here forever. So everything that you do is always gonna fucking be here. You know what I mean? And for you fucking women out there that think that you have OnlyFans and you have a code to it and you have to pay for it, that's bullshit. And you send me your fucking link to your OnlyFans and I'll get into it, because there's ways to do it. It's fucking free. You think it's not, but it is. So everything you put on the internet is there. Your kids are gonna see it. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's mainly women. I don't know. Man, I never met a dude that had OnlyFans. You know any dudes that have OnlyFans?
No. Only females.
Yeah, if you're a dude that have OnlyFans because you're homosexual, I don't know any dude that have OnlyFans, but but the thing is that the shit that you do is always out there. It'll fucking forever be out there and shit. You know what I mean? You can't hide this shit. So but it's even worse when you're doing that shit in front of your kids. You're showing your daughters how to do that shit, and you see it all the time. I see it all the time on Instagram. Women doing it in front of their kids. Some of them are showing it to them on purpose, and some of them are doing it without realizing that the kid's watching. The kid's over there playing, like I said in that video. The girl was over there playing on the side. She would look over, but she's not really paying attention too much. But the mom's over there trying to show her ass and all that shit.
She's paying attention.
But the little girl could see it. Mm-hmm. But then again, you go down a couple of posts, and the mom's showing her like how to pose and all that shit like that in the mirror. A 6-year-old girl. You should have your fucking kids taken away from you if you're doing shit like that.
And the reason why I say she's paying attention is, let's be real. Let's be 100 right now, right here. Us, when we're little kids, when our parents fought, how impressionable was that to us? We may have not been in the same room, but we heard, we paid attention, we saw it. We felt it. So you have to, especially in this day and age of social media, you have to be really, really careful. If you have kids, what are you going potentially exposing your children to? Even if it's maybe the friend finds it and the friend shows it to them, um, or they eventually find it down the line, years down the line, and it's like you can't erase any of that stuff. It's once you throw it out there, that's it. It's out there for the world to
kids
see.
kids are paying attention whether you believe it or not. You know what I mean? Because I grew up around criminals, drug addicts, convicts. That's all I grew up around. They weren't telling me, "Hey, Michael, you need to do this or you need to learn this." They weren't telling me none of that shit. But when I hit the streets when I was 13 years old, it all came back to me. Everything that I seen, all the things that I had seen in my life from before I was 13 years old all the way down, how to fucking survive, I already knew how to do it. And it was just through instinct of the shit that I had saw them doing and how they were doing it. And I knew. And then when I got busted when I was 15 years old, and I stepped the first time, remember the first time I stepped into the fucking cell over at LP in Downey, I felt comfortable being there because of the things I had already seen and the things that I had already knew. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't afraid. It's because I learned at a young age without knowing that I was learning these things and how to be comfortable with being locked up and being alone. I had learned all this shit already. So when I got there, it was like it was all natural for me to be there. You know what I mean? And it's because I was watching and didn't realize that I was watching and learning and growing and learning how to be incarcerated. And then when it's time to hit the streets, I knew how to survive because of the things I had seen other people doing and what they were doing, didn't realize that I would have been watching the whole time. So it's the same thing with these kids nowadays. But the thing is that with the social media and the validation that women need, it's not men. Men ain't looking for validation. Men are on social media hounding motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They're looking for weakness in women and shit like that, which women they can get at. And women are on there looking for fucking validation. You know, that's why they use them filters and shit like that. And then they want to get pissed off when they show up somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, man, you don't look nothing like what you look like on Instagram and YouTube and all. You don't look nothing like that. You know what I mean? Then they want to get their feelings hurt and then they talk shit about that fucking man because he don't want to fuck with her. Well, that's your fault. That's your own fault because you're looking for validation on fucking the internet. You know what I mean? So uh being is just about social media and also like about is it cool to be friends with if you're in a relationship and you know what the thing is I have to say if you're married because if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend like you ain't even took that other step. You know what I'm saying? So boyfriend girlfriend shit is one thing. I think it's totally different than being married. You ain't took that other step without a person. So boyfriend girlfriend shit is kind of it's not the same as it being in a marriage.
But if it's leading to that.
But you ain't it ain't led to it. So that's I mean you ain't living together. You're living at your place, or she's living with her parents. You're living with your parents. She's or your own place. You ain't made that commitment yet to be 100% to that person. Yeah, you might be in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. You know what I mean? Then also it depends too. If you're with that fucking person for 5 years, you ain't married to them yet.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're wasting your fucking time.
I agree.
You know what I mean? 5 years and you're still fucking living somewhere else. They're living somewhere else. Obviously, they really don't want to be with you that bad. Otherwise, they would say, hey, you know what? Let's get together. Let's get married. We'll build our own shit together. But you're going to be with somebody for years and they don't want you living with them and you don't want to live. It don't make no sense to me.
So the reason why this topic even came about is because of today's YouTube video. So today's YouTube video was, are you able to be friends with someone of the opposite sex? Do you consider it cheating if you're messaging someone of the opposite sex who's not your partner constantly? And if you're liking other if you're liking pictures of other people,
What happened with that?
I got banned.
From the other one?
Oh,
Oh.
no.
What
So-
about? I can't see that part. Alejo. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
So that's what today's topic was about. So feel free to give us your input, your opinion on it. But it was kind of a topic that was brought up and it kind of carried over into this. So
yeah, I'm about to ban TikTok from my shit.
Every time we go on TikTok live, we get banned. So
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, we had a pretty big audience on it too.
Yeah, we had a lot of people on TikTok.
We had about 100 people.
Yeah, they were all going at
chiming in on it.
TikTok bans and this shit. Man. If I said I was voting for Joe Biden, they would have left me on there. But yeah, so, TikTok banned me. Okay, Beanie is sad. I had made friendships with females on social media once. I tell them I'm not looking for any type of relationship. They behave as if I'm not as important as we first met. Okay,
that's because they thought we had this conversation. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because they thought you were talking to them because you liked them. That is why. It wasn't because of anything else. They thought that you liked them. That's why.
But that's their validation. You know what I mean? If you're just being like a nice person, like, hey, what's up, and just bullshit with them, that's not enough validation for them. It's you have to be into them. That's what they want. They want you to be into them. If you're not into them, what the fuck are you doing here? You know what I mean? If you ain't trying to bone them, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Because that's what they're looking for. Even though they're not going to let you do it, it's just that's their validation. And that's pretty fucking sad that these women nowadays, their validation is how many guys they can get that want to fucking bone them. Not how many guys that want to be just say, hey, how you doing? You look nice. No. If you ain't trying to bone, but they ain't trying to let you, they just want you to want them. If you ain't doing that shit, well, what are you doing here?
I disagree.
No.
I disagree. I don't think it's about boning. I just think it's about the likes and the followers. That's what.
Okay, so on one of the social media pages, this chick got 10,000 likes. Do you think them guys are liking her picture because I'm being a nice guy, so didn't like it? Or do you think 10,000 dudes want to bone her?
I don't think she wants to bone 10,000
No, I'm not
guys.
her. I'm saying the guys.
Why they're doing it?
Why are they doing it? What are they doing it for? Are they doing it because they're nice guys or they want to fuck her?
They're just liking a hot.
Oh my God! Negative. Okay, you're gonna sit here and say, I'm just being a nice guy and she's hot and she's showing her ass and titties and I'm just gonna like it. That's what you're saying? You're not saying that every single 10,000 dude on there wants to fuck that chick?
You mean every guy? Okay, so guys out there, when you like a picture, you want to bone that girl?
Yeah.
That's you.
No. Are you crazy?
Okay, guys, chime in. Please chime in on
you're
this.
right. You're fucking cheating. You're looking from one point of view. You guys are not that fucking special.
Okay, no, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying like, I'm gonna like your picture because I'm just being a nice guy. You're showing me your ass and tits, and I'm liking it because I'm being a nice guy.
No, I think they're doing it for creating the content that's going to get them followers.
No, you're talking about them. No, you're talking about them. I'm talking about the guys that are liking it. You're saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on. Okay, so you're easy to get over on if you believe that. If you believe that the guys that are liking it, then you don't know that. Then you better reevaluate shit, because if you think that a guy is liking a girl's picture that's showing her ass and titties because he's being a nice guy.
No.
What does he want? No. What does he want?
You have to redo it because it's gonna chime you out.
I don't know how to do it.
So it's gonna clock you out and you have to go back in.
How do I do that?
Watch it. What? It'll time you out right now.
Okay. So you're gonna sit here. You kind of think that a guy's liking a chick's ass and titties because he's being nice and he just wants to like it,
No.
or he wants to fuck her. If he has a chance to fuck her, them 10,000 guys, you think he's gonna? Oh no, I just like your picture because you have nice tits.
Just
I can't see.
discard and then start over.
Discard. Well, I don't see
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Discard
Okay.
and then start over.
Okay. See? Ass and titties right away. Fucking fucking chitter on her. Shit on that critter.
So people who are just chiming in right now, we did a video, and we pretty had a heated, pretty good conversation on TikTok, and then we got banned. So now we're banned till the end of the month on TikTok, about social media. Can female and males be friends with the opposite sex? If you're in a relationship, should you even be conversating with the opposite sex through social media? And do you consider it cheating if you are liking other female or a female liking other males' photos?
And and like I said, was it the video that we did or was here when I said it also depends on if she looked at her shit and she's just doing nothing but ass and titties, ass and titties, ass and titties. You don't know where she lives at. She could be on the other side of the United States. She could be in fucking Maine or Nantucket. Who knows? Or and that guy likes her picture, or he likes all her pictures. He doesn't know who that chick is. He'll never meet her in his life. Compared to liking a picture of a girl, when you scroll down her shit, it's her at work, her driving her car. She lives locally. Her with the kids.
The everyday girl.
Ice cream at the park.
The everyday girl.
Everyday girl.
I would be a little. I would be a little suspect if you were doing that. Yeah. Because that's attainable.
Yeah.
That's attainable.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So it's a little bit different when you're just liking some chick that, she lives in fucking Taiwan. It's like, I ain't never going to meet that chick. Like, why can't I like her pictures? I don't know who the fuck she is. I like Taiwanese chicks. Street Glide. Okay, so the question is, what do you prefer, Road Glide or Street Glide? As far as the new shit out right now, neither. There is one Street Glide, I think it is, that's a CVO. Okay, it's nice. It's white. They fucked up by putting that big ass eagle head on it. That shit looks terrible. If they didn't put that on there, it would look dope. But they put a big ass eagle head on it, and on the new Harley Street Glide CVO. I don't think they should have did that. That only when you do shit like that, or you do patterns on a bike, you're only gonna get certain individuals that want it. They shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Silos.
Hey, but if you don't see nothing, this is Instagram. Fuck it, Big Bob. What's up, Big Bob? How you doing, man? So my personal thing with the fucking with the Harleys is that's the only one that I really, really like was that new Street Glide CVO. But they should never put that big ass eagle head on it. They should have left that shit off in there because you're only gonna get certain people that want that shit. You know what I mean? If they would have left that out there, it would have been great. My thing is that the new Indian Elite. If you know anything about bikes, go look at it. You're gonna pay like $10,000 less than what you would get for a CVO, but you're gonna get way more bang for your buck with that shit. You know what I mean? It is nice. You know what I mean? You ain't really gotta do shit to it, but probably put a different pipe on it to make it sound better. But other than that, I really didn't like the shit they came out this year. To me, it's like they need to come back and start doing the shit they were doing like a few years back. I wish they would come out with a Springer again, but they can't because for some reason, from what I understand, they can't figure out the ABS on the Springer front end. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I was told. But if they would come back with that, or they come back with the deluxes, or if they were to come back with doing the Heritage Softail with the white walls on it and stop blacking the shit out, it was cool for a couple years, but it's not cool anymore. Just do the old school looking bikes and put the white walls back on and make it look old school like it should be. I think they get more customers and shit, but it just seems like it seems like they're just doing whatever they can to sell off some bikes and shit. You know what I mean? So, but again, I prefer the Street Glide over the Road Glide. I think the Road Glide, they uh, trying to make it look too much like the Indian Challenger or the Indian Elite. Go back 5, 6 years ago, look at the Indian Elite or the Indian Challenger, and you look at the new Harley Road Glide front end. It looks it's pretty similar. You know what I mean? They're just trying to they're trying to go that route and make it look similar to that. I wouldn't buy either Road Glide or Street Glide.
Is that Beanie? I have a comment for Beanie. So somebody commented the topic. If you're just coming in right now, we were talking about social media and talking to people on social media. Beanie, I have an answer for you. It's not that you're not important as when you first started. It's just that person most likely is just in there again for the likes, for the followers, for the comments. And it's good at first, but then the next best thing kind of rolled in. That's all it is. They're looking for something that I'm not even sure what they know what they're looking for either.
They're my brother.
Um,
What's up, Gonzo?
I don't know. It's really difficult to say. Social media has warped a lot of things.
But okay, she's gonna tell you from a woman's point of view. I'll tell you from the men's point of view. You cannot compete with these chicks that are on there constantly posting themselves.
Oh, I believe that.
They are used,
no, as a female, I truly believe that.
They need the attention, they need the validation. And you as one man are not as good as 10,000 likes. So it's okay for a little while. They'll deal with it for a little while. But when they start going to social media and they know it, you get with a chick that's getting all these fucking likes, and then she starts posting herself the way she was doing before, and then she's posting pictures of you and her fucking, she went from 5,000 likes to going down to a couple hundred likes.
To one like from you. You're the one like.
And now all of a sudden
you're the one follower.
Now that shit will fucking bother them. I'm telling you, it's a mental thing. She'll go to sleep thinking about that shit. She'll wake up thinking about that shit because she's not getting the likes that she was getting before. And so eventually your relationship is going to fall apart because she needs to go back to that. She needs that kind of shit.
I've actually asked him. I said, "Would you ever, if him and I weren't together, would he ever consider dating somebody that had a lot of followers?" And he said, "No, he never would, because he knows he could never compete with somebody that has that many followers, because their focus is on that. Their focus is on that followers and the likes." But I really think it would be really difficult. I think they would have to be with somebody. I may be wrong, but I kind of agree with him on that. It'd be really difficult to have this life of followers and likes and posts and pictures, and all of a sudden when you meet somebody and that person doesn't like that, or says, "Hey, I'm with you now. You don't need all of that. You don't need to post yourself like that. I would like, I don't know if it would be, I would like for you to stop," or if it's not coming from her to stop doing that out of respect for the relationship, then there's something else going on with that person.
Me personally, I think, in my opinion, that shit is a sickness.
It is an addiction.
It's a mental fucking problem for women because men are not doing it. Again, I think it's a sickness in women's heads now. You know what I mean? That it's a mental fucking problem. If the internet shut down, these women wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Guys would continue doing what they do. They work, ride their bikes, fucking work in their cars, do the shit they always do. But women would know, they would lose their fucking minds. Not having the internet, what would they do? To be honest, think about that. What would these women do if there was no fucking internet? That they couldn't post themselves no more. It's a fucking mental illness. They turn this shit into a mental illness for women, not for men. And to answer your question, Silos, yeah, man, I've had my boy over here. We did a video together. We were drinking beers. Yeah, we were drinking import beers and shit, I think it was. But I want to do another one. And shit, if you want to do it, we could do it together, me and you. Because what I want to do is I see some guys do it on YouTube, man. And I thought it was a good idea, and I thought it would be fun. Okay, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 49 years old, man. And back in the days, we were drinking fucking Natural Light, Crazy Horse, Cisco, Boone's Farm. We were eating fucking hot dogs from fucking 7-Eleven when we were drunk, eating fucking hamburgers from A&P when we were drunk, Slim Jims. So what these guys are doing is they're doing these videos of all the shit they were eating and drinking in the 80s.
That was not good anymore.
And it's like garbage, you know what I mean? Like Mad Dog 2020 and shit like that. Oh yeah, see, Crazy Horse. A lot of motherfuckers don't remember Crazy Horse, man, but Smoke by Ash, they don't make it no more as far as I know. But I remember I was drinking that shit in like 1996, 1997, and it was so fucking terrible that you had to put it in the freezer for like 30 minutes to get it ice cold because you could not drink that shit warm. It was garbage. But then people were drinking also Mississippi Mud. That was in that jug. But all the old school beers like Mickey's, which people still drink that shit. Old E, St. Ides.
My brother used to drink Mickey's.
So what I want to do is I want to do a video, and I want to go down to an actual little liquor store and buy all these fucked up drinks like Boone's Farm and all that shit, and put them all out there on the fucking table. And me and somebody else just start drinking them and testing them. Like, man, how the hell did we drink this shit back in the days? This is garbage. You know what I mean? But I want to do a video on that. But like I said, if you want to do it, let me know, man. We could do it here in my house and shit in the garage. We'll go buy all kinds of shit. We'll buy some Natural Light, some Milwaukee's Best. I even bring my boy Archie over here, man. He's like a beer connoisseur. Bring his ass over here, and we'll drink all this shit and eat fucking a couple of hot dogs from 7-Eleven and some Big Bites and a couple of double cheeseburgers from A&PM. Just to be like kind of like nostalgic about it, and just because I have not drank that kind of shit in years. I'm more sophisticated. I drink Blue Moon. I drink Blue Moon like I got money. See, natural ice, garbage. It's just fucking terrible.
Strawberry Hill.
Yeah, Strawberry Hill. Oh, I bet you that shit still tastes good though, man. I haven't had Strawberry Hill. I'll tell you a story. One time, back in 1993, I had just gotten out, and I was going to a hotel party with some chicks. I was at a hotel party, actually, right there on Hawthorne Boulevard and Imperial, right there across the street from the Cockatoo Inn in Hawthorne. And we were at a little motel right there, me and a bunch of dudes and a bunch of chicks. And these chicks were like, hey, let's go. Hey, Mike, can you go with us to the liquor store? We're going to go buy some alcohol. So like, cool. I went with them. And we were in a Jeep Cherokee, and I was sitting way in the back. So there was 5 chicks in the car, 2 in the front, 3 in the back, and I was way in the back in the cargo area, sitting back there. We go down to fucking to a liquor store, and we buy. The chicks bought. I didn't have no money. I was broke as a motherfucker. I had just gotten out. I was on parole and shit, and they bought a bunch of fucking bottles, probably like 5 bottles of Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill, the apple one, and some other ones. I think there was like a peach one or some shit. They bought these bottles. And they came back to the car and they handed it to me in the back, and I was back there holding them and shit. We had to drive back to the motel. I think I pounded like 3 of those bottles real quick. Again, I was broke. I didn't have no money, so I had to get my drink on right away. So I was back in the back, and I cracked 3 of the bottles, and I was pounding them. I pounded 3 bottles by the time we got there. And then when we get there, I give them the bag so you can hear the empty bottle sound. They're clanking together and shit. They're walking the stairs. I'm just like, damn. I'm sitting on the steps. I got outside on the steps. They walk up the stairs, and you hear them bottles clanking. Like them bitches gonna be mad as fuck right now because 3 of them bottles are empty. They get upstairs. They come back outside. They, hey, what the fuck? What happened to the bottles? And I say, hey, like I fucking drank that shit.
I would have been.
And they were like, they were mad as a motherfucker. They went inside the hotel and closed the door and let me. I passed out on the stairs. I pounded 3 bottles of Boone's Farm, but yeah, man, I bet you it still tastes good though. I haven't had it in years, but.
Ew, what is scrub?
Yeah, Zima's. Okay, Zima's is another one. I think they started selling that shit again. I'm not positive, but I think they might sell that shit again. It didn't taste like nothing to me though. I don't remember ever tasting like anything. But I tell you, Alex Tellez, the cheap vodka with orange juice. Yeah, that shit already came pre-mixed, but
That's still
a
good.
lot of motherfuckers don't know or don't remember. I guarantee they don't remember. You had to be from the 80s and the 70s to remember it, but was Super Socko and gin. Okay, so most people don't even know what the hell Super Socko was. Super Socko was before Gatorade, and then you buy gin. So you have a glass bottle of Super Socko. You drink a little bit out, pour the rest with gin, and you would drink that Super Socko and gin. But a lot of people don't remember Super Socko. No, to my brother, none of your damn business. No, but I do remember giving you Everclear, and you peed your pants in the garage, and then mom had to come out there and get you and put you in the bathtub and washed you. I think you were like 15 or 16 years old. I remember that shit. A1, A1, A1. What's A1? Yeah, Alex, my brother, he's on here. He goes by none of your damn business. One day, me, him, and my cousin were drinking in the garage, and I gave that dude some Everclear.
I remember Everclear.
He was sitting in a fucking chair. We were all in a chair in the garage, in an empty ass garage, sitting there drinking beer. I think we were probably drinking like Natural Lights or Milwaukee's Best or some bullshit. And I bought a small bottle of Everclear, and I gave him some, and he was sitting there. And all of a sudden, I look over at him, and I see a puddle under him. Like, what the fuck? What's the hell? Like, I thought he spilled beer, and he's just sitting there with his head back. And I'm like, hey, are you fucking pissing yourself? And he's like, yeah, I pissed. And I'm like, oh my God. And then my mom comes down, she's like, sees him sitting there, sitting in his own piss. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like, I knew she didn't get pissed off. So she was mad as fuck. Like, what'd you give him? I said, I didn't give him nothing and shit, man. She was like, she came out and got him, took him to the bathroom, undressed him, put his ass in the motherfucking bathtub and bathed him. He was like 15 or 16 years old. He pissed himself. Shut up. Yeah, Super Socko. Super Socko was a no. What are you doing, homie?
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that 151 bullshit, man. I used to back in the day, but that's just terrible. You know what, man? The unusual suspect. My shit was Budweiser, man.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about that because when I go to the store, I'll look around like what I want to drink, and then there's like nothing really that I want to fuck with. So I always tell like, oh, okay, I'll just go with Old Faithful right here, right? But then we got in line, and this dude had like a 30-pack of Budweiser, and I was like, I looked at it and said, now that's Old Faithful right there. You know what I mean? Because that's why I started drinking. The first time I got fucked up was on Budweiser. I got drunk as shit, and I think I drank only 2 beers, and I was drunk as fuck. Woke up in the shower, with my clothes on, in a cold ass shower. No, I never fuck with King Cobra either, man. Even when I was broke, I knew King Cobra tasted like shit. I couldn't do it. I would drink Crazy Horse before I drank King Cobra. My crackhead uncle used to drink that King Cobra shit constantly. The other one that they used to have at the market back in the day, in the 90s, was Country Club. And you can get a Country Club 40 for $1. You know that was terrible.
Was that a true story?
Oh my God.
Like growling at you?
Yeah, my God. Oh, that's fucking, I forgot. I totally forgot about that. I think it was the day I got out. No, I didn't just get out. I just got out, but it wasn't the day I got out. But it was maybe it was the day I got out. Oh my god, I fucking totally forgot about that. Oh my god, I was 18 years old, so he better be like 14 years old when that shit happened. I fucking totally forgot about
Well,
that.
apparently it made
I
an
wanted to fuck
impression
that
on him.
dude up. I was gonna fuck him up.
Why was he growling at you?
Because I was good looking. He was gay, and I was all drunk.
What was he doing?
He's like that. And I was like, what the fuck? My mom was right there. That fucking guy was right there. And I was gonna fuck him up. Like, what do you? I just got out of fucking jail, you dumb bastard. What do you think? He's like, I was all fucked. I drank a bottle of cooking sherry.
Cooking sherry?
I drank a bottle of cooking sherry, and we drank like a half a bottle of gin. There was an old and the bottle had dust on it. It was on top of the fridge, it had dust on it. I didn't have nothing to
You
drink.
were desperate for alcohol?
Yeah, I had nothing to drink, man. I had barely gotten out, and I had nothing to drink. I had no money or nothing, so I lived on top of the fridge. There was an old ass bottle of Seagram's gin that had dust all over it. It was like half of it, and so I started drinking that gin, like just like that. I drinking gin, and then I fucking finished it. And then I was like drinking. I was looking through the cupboard, and I found cooking sherry. So I pounded that shit. And then my mom's friend came over.
What made you think that you could drink cooking sherry?
I was all fucked up. And my mom came over with some fucking gay dude. And I was all fucking on the couch, all fucked up. And that dude was like, he saw me, he was doing that like that to me. And I was like, I got up. I remember I was gonna fuck that dude up. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gay, you dumb bastard. And my mom had to stop me. She was like, nah, what are you doing? Like, but I was like, why is he fucking doing that for? Like, why are you doing that? Like growling at me like that and doing the claws and all that. But my brother was there. Oh, that shit was fucking funny. I was gonna kill that bastard. Dude.
He was purring?
Yeah, he was purring like, yeah. It's like, dude, man, I just got out, man. That shit was funny. I forgot about that. What an asshole. What an asshole. Why you even put that shit on there for, you fucker? Man, that shit probably made me cry, dude. That shit was so fucking funny. I forgot all about that. Oh wow. What the fuck? That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, I appreciate it, Brenda. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay. Beanie, Four Locals. When they first came out, I heard motherfuckers was dying out that shit. Like, I have never to this day had tried one of those because I remember when they first came out, they say people were like running down the street butt naked and stuff out Four Locals and like just going crazy. There was just the alcohol content was so fucking high on it that I was like, nah, I don't really want to get that fucked up. Like where I never like to get that drunk where I didn't remember what the hell I was doing. But I had heard, but then they lowered the alcohol content on the Four Locals. So I mean, I don't know what they are now. I don't drink that kind of shit. As you can see, you look behind me. If I want to drink something, I have all kinds of whiskey here. I have gin, tequila, whatever, vodka. I have it all right here or right here on the bottom. I mean, right here on the bottom. Have some more behind me. Have some more over there on the shelf. I rather deal with bourbon whiskey. I don't fuck with those shit that come out of a can like that. Cause nah, fuck that. Miller High Life, okay. One thing I did never like was MGD. I didn't like the MGD shit because it gave me gas like a motherfucker, man. I hated MGD. Now Miller High Life, I can't even tell you if I ever drink that shit. The other one though is that banquet beer. That Coors banquet beer, whatever the fuck their old school shit. I never drank that before in my life either. Night Train was fucking terrible. But you drink that shit doesn't get fucked up. But Night Train was garbage. Yeah, man. That shit was fucking funny, man. That shit was funny, man. I totally forgot about that shit with that dude, man. That shit was fucking hilarious. Oh man, you brought back a terrible fucking memory, dude. MGD, yeah, the black can, MGD. Yeah, it was cool, but it ain't cool if you're fucking farting and shit. And you're trying to hook up with chicks. You know what I mean? You're fucking gassing everybody. I couldn't fuck with that MGD. Actually, give me the shits. Yeah, I like Coronas. But another one, because Corona, I like Corona because it's a little bit skunky. Okay, a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
not too much. It's a little bit, but I like that. I can drink like IPAs and shit like that because I like that taste. When people say, I don't know how people can drink that shit, the IPA tastes terrible. No, IPAs, it's an acquired taste though. You know what I mean? This is the same thing as people that drink whiskey. A lot of people say, I can't drink fucking whiskey. It's just terrible. Or I can't drink vodka. Me personally, I can't drink vodka or gin
Tequila.
or tequila. Tequila, I fucking
I
hate
can't
it.
do tequila.
I don't like the smell of it, so I can't drink it. So I can't drink it. So the thing was with skunky beers, but there's one that they don't make no more, or I was told they do, but you have to get it out of the country. Is Lowenbrow. Space Dust. Brother, look, Space Dust. I love that shit. I love
I think
Space Dust. There is no Space Dust in there, but on the right on top, those are all IPAs right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Um, I love Space Dust, but I got IPAs in there. The only reason I don't really drink IPAs too much like right now is because like tonight, well tonight I gotta be at not tonight, but tomorrow morning I gotta be at work at 3 a.m. I ain't trying to get all fucked up on alcohol right now, you know what I mean? But I like the taste of those skunky ass beers.
My sister-in-law likes Space Dust.
Yeah, Space Dust, I like that. But there's the other one, there's the one from Blue Moon. It's called what's the one I see always getting from Blue Moon? It's like an IPA. I haven't gotten in a while. So they came in a can. Blue Moon has their own, like a kind of Space Dust type shit. What's up, East Tennessee? But I like IPAs. So people that say IPAs are terrible, well, it's a acquired taste. Just like people that drink fucking Old English, they drink that shit, dedicated to drinking that shit, and that is to me garbage. If I try to drink it, I'll probably throw up. Actually, look, I do. I got. I don't know what it is. I know people come here. When they come here, they see the tequila I have and they like it. I just don't like the smell of it. And you look at this. This is a $120 bottle. It's almost gone. There's hardly. I haven't touched this shit.
No, this one.
And that one. This one came straight out of fucking Mexico.
That one.
This
Well,
shit.
look at. We have not tasted this, but look at.
I don't drink this crap.
And this one.
And this is a ceramic bottle. You know what I mean? It's almost there's probably like two drinks left in this thing, but I don't know. I just don't like the smell of it. One thing that I haven't tried is mezcal. They have some over at Bevmo. It's like $100 bottle. I can't remember the name of it. I want to try that stuff because I heard it's a little bit different, but just the smell of it, I don't like the smell. It makes me want to vomit just smelling it because I had bad experiences with trash tequila like Guadalupe. Garbage. Yeah, see, I have to know smoke by ash. I'd have to know which ones you're talking about, the brands or whatever, in order to even. I'd rather go to a place that like a restaurant or something, the more of a high end restaurant that has more high end shit, so I can taste it before I buy it because I'd hate to buy a bottle of something that's $100, $150, and I don't like it, and then it's just my friends will drink it, but I won't fucking drink it. My thing is this. Okay. High West is good whiskey. I like High West. Never drink on an empty stomach. That's probably the same thing as telling people to drink and eat some bread so it soaks with alcohol. The alcohol's still in your fucking system. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, man, I don't know about all the tequila. I've never really been into it. You know what I mean? I got so fucked up one time on Cuervo that after that, I never drank tequila again. I couldn't even stand the smell of it. Just the smell of it makes me want to vomit. See, I like shit like this. This is the, Whistle Pig. For people that like whiskey, a lot of people know about Whistle Pig. I got like 4 bottles of different ones of Whistle Pig. Smoke? What do you mean by smoke? But then again, I like this. I drank this. This is gone because I drank this. It depends on what kind of scotch it is. You know what I mean? I like scotch. You know what I mean? So this is good shit right here. This is decent shit right here. The Macallan 12. And if you really want to get shit faced, I drank a little bit of this one day, not realizing how high the shit was. Yeah. I put the stopper on it. It didn't go into it, but this is 118 proof. This shit right here, yeah, it'll straighten out your ass hairs. This is, I didn't even know it was that strong. I drank some of that shit, like, god damn, like, I took a little sip and my fucking mouth was burning. I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was 118 proof.
It'll straighten out your ass hairs.
It'll straighten your ass hairs. It's terrible. Yeah, but I don't know. I got the, I go, when you go to Bevmo, you go, if you see anything in the glass container, the glass shelves in there, when it's in that glass shit, it's expensive stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually really that good. I don't know what you're drinking that's over 130 proof. I don't think I ever seen anything 130 proof. I didn't even know they made shit 118 proof. 130 proof, man. Like, I mean, you're already flammable at like 90 proof or 80 proof or what the fuck it is. 100, you probably can start a diesel with 130 proof. That shit, I don't know. Shit, man. Maybe I drink it, maybe it'll kill my fucking cancer. Oh, here we are. My brother says he prefers some wine now over beer.
Brother, we should go to wine tasting in Temecula.
Mm.
Your brother went and he actually loved it.
Actually, I might be going pretty soon because
Yeah.
my little prima says she wants to go. But preferring wine over beer,
No.
nah, I can't. I like
Not
wine.
really.
We have bottles here of wine that's been sitting a few years. Yeah, I mean, I like wine, but over beer.
No.
But then that's my brother, so he probably prefers fucking penis over vagina. So, wine over beer? Nah. I'll give you some Boone's Farm for Christmas. But I do. It depends on the wine, though, too. Remember that one that we had, the chocolate one? There's some chocolate wine that we tried. What's good wine, though? See, I told you. He said, I love penis. Dipped in wine.
Tip covered wine.
Yeah, just the
tip.
Hey, it's fucking chorizo. Chorizo just joined in. I can see you, chorizo.
No, dipped wine.
Oh, he likes penis dipped in chocolate. Mm-hmm. You should.
Dude, we got a couple of videos on our followers on that.
You should. What do you call it? What do you call it? Not debate.
I did.
Oh,
Look at already how many people already saw it right when I posted it.
I think she's doing that shit on purpose.
Do you hear
She
her?
was banging her shit out
Yeah,
of me.
I know.
Hey, I ain't got nothing in here, guys. Yeah, hey, you hear me? There ain't no water in here or food.
Oh, she's eating food.
Oh, but the other was like this much in there.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's already been like an hour and a half. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I gotta edit some videos for that I get post later on, and then post them up on YouTube. So, anyways, that's that. We're gonna end the video right here. So I hope you guys have a good day. Fuck Kansas City. Fuck the 49ers. I hope that both teams get the shits. Okay, I hope their fans don't make it. Matter of fact, if you're a Raider fan and you're close enough, go down to the stadium and take over. Take over the fucking parking lot. Take over their tailgate. Take over all that shit. I can't go out there. I wish I could.
Okay, Donald Trump.
I got to go to work. Yes. What do they call it? Insurrection? Resurrection? Insurrection. Do a fucking insurrection. I'm not saying be violent. I'm not saying being violent to the Kansas City and the 49er fans. I'm not saying that. But if you were around back in the 90s and the 80s when we would go to San Diego and play at Qualcomm and we take over and they couldn't fucking even go to the bathroom, do that. Because San Diego Chargers fans couldn't even go to the bathroom. They might as well just pee their pants in their seat because they went to the bathroom. There was nothing good happening to them in the bathroom. I remember one time I stepped over a dude that was laying on the fucking floor and everyone he was laying in piss and people just stepped over him and just went and took a piss. I don't know what happened to him, but don't let them fucking guys take over our stadium, man. So fuck the Chargers, fuck San Francisco. At least the halftime show is going to be a little bit decent. Usher, that's cool. I mean, I keep saying that I wish they would do shit like a Red Hot Chili Peppers or anything like that. Alternative, classic rock type shit. All that fucking rap crap from nowadays, I can't stand it. But when they say they're doing Usher, okay, that's cool. I could deal. Usher's cool. Usher has some good shit. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm really looking forward to is the halftime show.
And the commercials. I like the commercials.
Yeah, the commercial halftime show. The game, they can all break their fucking leg for all I care. So, anyways, that's the video. That's our little live video for today.
Look for our video that we did together today. And if you follow us on YouTube, but don't follow us on social media, follow us on social media. He has his Chicano Style Bikers. I have my Last Taps. We have our Chicano Style Bikers on YouTube, on TikTok.
And Big Cartel. If you want to buy shirts, I don't have no shirts on. I have Hardy shirt on right now, or Hardy sweater. But if you want to buy any of my merchandise, my brand, it's the same thing on Big Cartel, Chicano Style Bikers. Same thing that you see here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You can go to Big Cartel, to their website, type in Chicano Style Bikers. There you can see the shirts that we have left. Now that I'm working, maybe I'll come out with another design pretty soon. But I got stickers on there, beanies, booty shorts for women. So if you want to do a TikTok video with booty shorts, I got booty shorts for you. Yeah, not you. We're trying to pay for that.
Thank you guys for all.
Lost followers.
Thank you guys all for watching and supporting and watching us on all platforms. If you guys like the content, please share it with your friends. We'd love to get more subscribers, more followers. If there's something you guys want to hear our opinion on, please send us a message and we'll make it a topic. Okay? Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday.
Go Raiders. Fuck
Go
the 49ers.
Raiders.
Fuck Chiefs.
And
We're
we
out.
will talk to you guys later. Bye.